Hey, this is Jonathan Pasley, and today is March 14th, 2017, 11:30 a.m. And today I'm actually going to kind of backdate. So I've journaled, or either written or video too as well. And so I'm going to backdate to October, right around the time where I started Gerson's therapy. So it's a diet or nutritional regimen, um, and I went off of, or I transitioned from a bulletproof diet slash kind of ketogenic diet, and went to Gerson's therapy. I heard some good things about Gerson's. When I was on the ketogenic diet slash bulletproof diet, I had some very small growth in a one of the tumors on my liver. It was like a couple of millimeters. So I was like, oh, let me switch. Let me try Gerson's. So I tried Gerson's. Now Gerson's is Gerson's is challenging. With Gerson's therapy, we're talking 13 fresh vegetable juices made per day, basically one every hour, and then 5 coffee enemas throughout the day. Coffee enemas help you to detox any of the toxins in your colon and pull out, all the toxins in your colon and liver and things like that. Helps with cell regeneration. It's not easy, especially with the first time you do it, but and then of course also you have a ton of supplements that you got to take with Gerson's therapy. Also, Gerson's therapy, they don't want you having a lot of fats, no salt. It's a very strict diet, very strict diet. So on day 2, this was my first full day. I'm kind of looking at notes too as well, because again, I wrote notes of how I felt. So day 2 on Gerson's therapy, again, I tried my best. First time did a coffee enema. If you don't know what that is, Google it. Coffee enema. It was kind of weird, but it felt accomplished that I got it done. If you look on YouTube, where maybe some people are like looking for like worms or parasites in their bowel movement, I did the same thing. I didn't see anything, no worms or anything crazy looking. I did feel good afterwards though, because again, I'm battling the arthritis and the cancer at the same time. But I felt a lot of stiffness and pain kind of go away after taking the coffee enema, and it does help with pain. So I would second or recommend the coffee enemas. They're good. Don't do too many of them without supervision, like a doctor's advice or anything like that, because you don't want to pull too much from your body or your colon, or overdo it, because I ran into that before, where my stomach would start to hurt every time I would eat because I was just doing too many, and I wasn't doing all of the juices. So with Gerson's, it really is down to a science. It's best you try to do all of it instead of some of it, and it's hard to do all of it. It's weird. Again, don't take my advice, and just my experience. The most I was able to do was about 7 to 8 juices a day, with about 2 coffee enemas a day. Because it's hard to keep up with. Like once you make a drink, it's time to make another one, and you got to make all your meals fresh too as well. And it's a lot of things that you can't eat. No meat, can't eat any meat. It's all like vegetables, and you get your proteins from like potatoes. It's a very frustrating regimen, to be honest. So for day 2, I did the best I could, trying to follow the schedule exactly, but it was stressful. It was stressful. A lot of people on Gerson's, you'll see how they say, try to have help, whether it's through a friend, a spouse, or you're hiring help. And I can see why, because it's constantly, you're in the kitchen, making juices, cleaning up, cooking lunches. I mean, you basically have no life. It was difficult, very, very difficult. And just a sneak peek to the future, I did it for about 4 months. It was difficult. The second day, of course, I didn't go into work. I stayed home, concentrated on that. So yeah, that was my second day into it. I did the best I could. Did the coffee enemas for the coffee enema for the first time. Did the juices, and also Gerson's is expensive. It's expensive. All the stuff you have to buy, the supplements, the special juicers, all of the carrots and apples and produce that you go through. It is expensive. But I'll tell you more about my experience on Gerson's in other videos too as well. But this is just day two. Day two, I do have a note here that God won't give you more than you can bear. And I believed that back then, but now I don't believe that. I believe God will give you more than you can bear because He wants you to lean on Him, trust Him instead of yourself. Lean on Him to help you bear whatever it is you're going through, to rely on Him to give you the strength to get through whatever it is that you're trying to get through, or the understanding, whatever it may be. That's one thing I've learned through this journey. You will get more than you can bear, and it's just you gotta lean on God and ask for His strength and understanding to get you through it. I've learned that through this journey. So that was day two. Stay tuned for the next video because I've got notes for like day three of the first week, the second week, the first month, and things like that, so you can hear my experience on Gerson's therapy. So until then, see you on the next video.